Good morning, neighbors, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting of your Los Angeles City Council. Today is Wednesday.
You're a symbol of promise in your communities.
I'm going to call a few names for public comment. Puppies, Lucifer, Harriet Elliott, Dusty Brown, Adad Adu, Daniel Gus, and Brandenburg, Ohio.
I'm Harriet Elliott from Council District 10.
Good morning. And items would you like to speak to?
Nothing, just public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for general public comment. Go ahead.
Yesterday I talked about CIA pedophilia, and I remember hearing someone kvetch against me that this lady named Renee Pittman is not a good witness, okay? First of all, there are many people who talked about the CIA and about the CIA is involved in Satanism. My sister has an MFCC. She died 2 years ago. And I interviewed someone that she was taking care of who was, her mother was a Satanist and sewed her hand. She liked her father. Her mother was the evil one. The CIA was involved in all these things. My sister helped her die quietly, peacefully, away from publicity. My sister was a lackey. She had an MFCC, and she was on the right, my sister. Anyway, also I want to read for next time this.
Good morning. So you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Please begin with the
I
items.
speak on all items and non-agenda public comment time. How much time do I get, Mr. Pumpkinhead?
So I said you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment.
Why are you running the clock while I'm speaking, asshole?
Because I already said that you could start with the items. Your time is running. Go ahead.
So you are an asshole. You answered the time, right?
So would you like to speak to the agenda
I'd
items?
like to speak on my 3 minutes and
go
my
ahead.
non-agenda
You can
public
speak to
comment.
the items
You started
now.
the clock because I'm disabled and you're taking advantage
So
of me.
if you were listening, I said it before.
Yeah,
when
I
you got
am
to the podium,
listening.
you have
I'm
3 minutes for the
disabled
items.
and you're taking my fucking time.
Mr. Herman, this is your last warning. Please
No, it's
stick
not
to
a
the
warning.
items, or I'm
I'm
going to move
item
you to general
number
public
one.
comment. Go ahead.
Then shut the fuck up. Item number 1, CD2, asshole. Eastman. For fucking street purpose, fuck item number 1, Corian. Asshole. Oh, no, that's that asshole. I thought it was CD1, but it's not. Mommy's a good girl. She's quiet over there. Then I go into item number 8. Item number, what the fuck is happening? They're running the clock fast here, niggas. Oh, communication from the Los Angeles Housing. Fuck housing. Fuck your program. Fuck birria noodles. She hasn't done shit to get these fucking assholes off our fucking street. And by the way, Kevin DeLeon's doing a great job. However, at 9 o'clock, answer the motherfucking phone when I call. All I want to do is talk to your staff, Kevin, and they don't answer the fucking phone.
Speaker,
at
this
9.
is not on the agenda.
That was
so
item number, what number was that, fool?
You
I
said-
was on 9. Never mind. Go on to the next item. Number 13, for example, jackass, since you keep interrupting me. 13, motion from Hutt and Lee. And who did I see this morning? Hutt and Lee. And what the fuck were they doing? Lee was late, and the other lady there was trying to trip out on why I was participating in an 8:30 meeting. That was for July 2nd, 2024, council file number 240011, S for sucker, pumpkinhead, 20. Dedicated pothole asshole. Now I'm on topic now. Look at number 14, jackass. Motion from Hunt and Price. Well, fuck Price. That's a conflict of interest. I understand he's going to jail. So fuck you and fuck item 14 for the record. Look at item 15, jackass. Ramen and dumbass Soto. What have they done for the public? Ain't a goddamn thing they done. Spit on it. Spit on it. Limp Biscuit, spit on it.
All right, you've been warned multiple times.
Now
General public comment. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
You fucking retard. You're a fucking retard. Brandenburg versus Ohio, 395, 444, 1969. A dirty white nigger attorney interrupting my fucking 60 seconds of public comment is offensive. Stop fucking with me, stop fucking with Smoke and Scan, and stop fucking with the white nigger too. Why, Bob? Why can't you put the lights on where we live? Why, Bob, can't you clean our fucking streets? Why, Bob? You sit there, control the fucking actions of LAPD, kicking the white niggers off the sidewalk when you have no vouchers, no housing, and no vouchers to put you in housing. So what's the fucking purpose of moving them into Kevin DeLeon's neighborhood when they should go to yours, Kike Bob? Share the trade. This is a free country, 42 U.S.C. 1963, and whatever fucking 42, up your ass, jackass.
Okay, next speaker.
And while we're waiting for the next speaker to come up, just for clarity for everybody who's here to speak in person or on the phones, while the members of the public do have a right to participate in public comment, when it comes to the agenda items, you need to be on topic. So if you're not on topic, then we will remind you politely to please get on topic. During general public comment, the subject matter can be more broad. It just needs to be something that the city has subject matter jurisdiction over. So that's not everything in the world. That is something that this city has subject matter jurisdiction over. Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
All items in general public comment, please.
Okay, so you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Go ahead with the items.
Yeah, Dynamite. Item number 11, there's nothing wrong with item number 11, but I think that instead of theater renovations, I conscientiously object to this. Why not take that $210,000 and put it in Council District 10 food banks? What's more important, an upgraded, renovated theater or putting a couple $100,000 into the local food banks? It seems like an election year ploy. I have nothing against Ms. Hutt, but this is not the wisest use of this money for the residents of Council District 10. Similarly, these types of allocations for beautification should instead be redirected to health services, to spay-neuter, as Ms. Hernandez and I have been discussing this morning, and to the food bank, and to public safety. Do the right thing. Put every damn dollar towards the most important things in the districts. Regarding item 15, IndyGov, you know, a couple years ago, you guys, how should we say, reallocated more than $1 million of donated funds to the Animal Welfare Trust Fund for a website rebuild to a company that has no known employees, no known business address, and never came in to answer questions. Well, they must be great, so why isn't Ms. Rahman and why aren't you using the glue for that? Why all of a sudden IndyGov, after more than $1 million that the public took from wills and bequeathments for Animal Welfare Trust Fund, to this weird company called The Glue? Why are you now using IndyGov? Or was that a heist? As I wrote on danielgus.substack.com, 3-time Los Angeles Press Club award-winning journalist, LA Press Club Online Journalist of the Year. Regarding the transportation issues, boy, Miss, where is she? Miss Padilla, you have a major liability risk coming up along the Orange Line and a homeless camp where a intact pit bull broke free of a thin tether this week.
Speaker, I can't tell which item you're speaking
The transportation item. The transportation item. It's all about liability. And there's a cross-committee issue. I hope I get my few seconds back on that. Ms. Padilla has been non-responsive to a potentially deadly liability issue regarding that, and I'm going to put it on record with the city attorney's office as I'm going to address in public comment. Every time I find out that you guys have mismanaged things and are subjecting the taxpayers to liability, death, gross negligence, I'm going to teach the public how to put it on record so that the next time you get a gross negligence or wrongful death lawsuit, the public's going to be able to see, and every law firm that files these cases is going to be advised of that. Yes. So I have sent to every city official, all 18 of you, in person, electronically, and verbally, what I'm going to give you today, a notice of substantial risk of danger, injury, death, and liability, so that the very next mauling, and animal services with this corrupt bull crap that Jackie Hamilton's trying to square peg round hole in animal services. The very next mauling or wrongful death that comes from animal services, I'm going to be the first one. I watched the LA Superior Court filings. I'm going to make sure that every law firm that files against the city shows that all of you were repeatedly warned electronically, orally, and in writing about liability, risk, danger, and the public's going to know how to hold you guys accountable. Clerk, please, sergeants.
Next speaker.
Before we start, Mr. Spindler, please stop yelling out. And Mr. Spindler, Mr. Herman, as entertaining as your pantomime is, it's a little distracting to the speakers. So if you could kind of minimize that. I can't tell if you're pantomiming, having a seizure, or what's going on, but just it's distracting. So just keep quiet, keep sitting down, and let other people speak.
Good morning. So you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. And I accept your advice. I will lower my voice today. I'm sorry about yesterday. I would like to start with item number 1. 虽然我正当少年，正当少年，虽然我面慈心软，面慈
So you got to keep to the item.
心软。This is item number 1.
Yeah, it's not clear how it's
为
related.
求真经。 不怕难，多少会面临生死线，面临生死线。战兢兢，口念弥陀。
Okay, you have to move to the next item. You've already used up a minute. Sorry, you have to move to the next item. You can only speak 1 minute per item, or even sing 1 minute per item, but you can't keep going on in the same item.
Item number 2. 最怕这女菩萨。
That's what you said for item number 1. You got to stick to the item.
苦苦就散去不散。It's a whole page, sir. 怪不得
Is this related to the next item, or is that on the first item?
难过没人管。And then I would like
Sorry,
to
can you
move on.
pause his time for a minute? Speaker, hold on. I'm going to pause your time.
I would like.
I'm sorry. This is your first and only formal warning. Please do not disrupt the other speakers. You're in line. You're going to be next, or you're going to be within the next couple speakers. So, yes, Red Chief Hunt, please do not disrupt the other public speakers. So this is your only warning. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Thank you. Item number 3. 桃叶那肩上肩，柳叶就遮满了天。在其位的这个明阿公，细听我来言呐，此事出在了京西蓝靛厂啊，蓝靛厂火器营有一个宋老三。提起那宋老三，两口子卖大烟，一辈子无有儿，生了个女儿婵娟。Now, let's move on to the next item. 8 seconds left. General public comment.
And sir, if you could just tell me, because I want to make sure I appreciate all the words that you said, and I'm going to go back and get the translation. So what language was that?
Yeah. So right now,
which language was that, sir? Because I want to make sure I translate it later and understand it.
That item is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, and what,
And then after you finish,
what language were you speaking so that I can make sure to translate
well, you
it
said
later?
you have a translator, so you shouldn't ask me. You're gonna get the translation, so
I'm
that's not
asking
my
you because
job.
I want to make sure I can go back and hear
Go for it.
every word
Go
is
for it.
important. So
Go for it. After you get another translation, I'm gonna switch again next week. I'm looking forward for your translation. But Mr. City Attorney, can I speak my general public comment?
go for your general public comment.
All right, thank you, Mr. City Attorney. But you said it. You're gonna get a translation. I'm waiting for you next week. You said it. Everybody heard it. For the general public comment, Mr. City Attorney, I apologize. Yesterday, I was my voice is a bit louder, and then you said I damaged the mental health of our interpreter. The reason why I did that, first of all, that's not my intention to raise my voice. It's not my intention. The thing is, numerous times you interrupted me. Numerous times Mr. Bloomingfield interrupted me, and including the Harry Stousen. I am on topic, and then I'm trying my best to stay on topic, but Bloomingfield continue to doubt me, what language you're speaking, continue to doing all those kind of stuff. When I was cornered by Bloomingfield, when I was cornered by our council member Harry Stousen, I got scared, I got frustrated, so I was nervous. That's why I raised my voice. But today, like I remember, I will try my best to lower my voice, like today, to protect our translator. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We appreciate it. And for anybody who would like an interpreter who is not a Spanish language interpreter, if you request ahead of time, we will do our best to try and accommodate that. So, good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
I will speak to all items in general comment.
Okay, so you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Go ahead.
All right, let's start off with item 11. That's Vision Theater renovations in CD10. I think that's pretty good. Sounds okay. Let's see, we have item 12. That's a street banner for November 1st, 2024 to October 31st, 2025. It's an entire year. The Tarzana Safari Walk Business Improvement District. I don't know why. It just seems like maybe the street banners. There's a lot of things the city could be paying for right now. I don't know if we need a year-long street banner for this, campaign for this. 12 months for this. We have 13. That's supplemental tree trimming services and a dedicated pothole crew in CD10. I think every district has a lot of work to go with this. You're just, it's pretty much hopeless at this point. We have item 14 that's related to community beautification services in CD10, introduced by Nuri's appointee and the guy who's under ethics investigation, or one of the ones who is. So I don't, maybe beautifying the community. I wonder what kind of corrupt deals are happening here with this one. We have item 15. That's unspecified website services for ramen, CD4. I don't know what these services are, but I mean, I don't know. We have, let's see. Let's go to general comment now.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
All right, so let's see. We have how many members? Looks like most of you aren't. We don't even have a lot of members here. Is this even a quorum? So let's see. What was I going to talk about? So Hugo, why don't we have a statement on the anti-LGBTQ hate rally in Hollywood Highland last weekend? Where's your statement on that? I mean, it seems like that should be something you should be condemning. It happened in your district. It got press coverage. It shut down Hollywood and Highland. Why don't you have a statement on that hate rally? I mean, that seems like something you should do. Paul's still in Paris instead of running the city council like he's supposed to for another month. Kevin, you need to resign. I mean, come on. You're losing badly.
Okay, thank you. All right, next speaker.
1 minute.
City attorney, whatever they speak on for that time, let them speak on it. Dean Pregerson, Dow versus the City of Los Angeles. To Karen Bass, get somebody in your office that's going to run it right. To Karen Bass, I'm going to say this 3 times. Get somebody in your office that's going to run it right. To Karen Bass, my number is 424-249-0388. My name is the Red Chief Hunt. When I come over to your office, I want respect and I want service. To Karen Bass, I want respect and service. I can turn this place upside down, inside out, and close the whole podium down. Now, I'm asking for your respect. I don't want to be down here. You guys are not my favorites no more. So the Red Chief Hunt needs respect. Karen Bass, get in contact with me. I'm going to go over to your office in about 10 more minutes. I need the housing coordinator, the Red Chief Hunt.
Starting with agenda items number 4 and 5, nuisance abatement costs. You're supposed to bill the person that created the nuisance or the person that needs the inspection, not the property. I would take a good look at your business here in the city. It seems that you're committing crimes trying to bill the city for a nuisance that somebody you know created, and they're in here trying to get the city to pay for the cost of the inspections and things. It's sort of ridiculous, this criminal ring you guys run here. The city shouldn't be paying for that. The person that created the problem should. The taxes shouldn't be paying for that. The person should. Number 6, LANI, Los Angeles Neighborhood Initiative, is not a government program. I'm not supporting your social programs. No money for Lanny. Agenda items number 8, REAP properties, rent escrow account programs. I pointed out, you Frankenstein science experiments working in the city hall, that you can't do that. You need to not try and sell properties where somebody died there unless they own the property. Agenda items number 9 through 19, lighting. Lots of people are getting billed for lights, street light repairs, and the whole street they live on is unlawfully developed. Let's come to the city with a question: who pays for that? Well, the criminals who illegally developed it in there, and you guys believe that the money to repair the street lights is coming from the tax assessments or from the city. But really the repairs for the street lights come from the people who unlawfully developed the property there. They're the ones that should be paying for it. Several other things I noticed are no good. There's no such thing as the Trust for Public Lands. If you find anybody posing like the Trust for Public Lands, I'm directing the city to sue them, put them out of business, wipe out all their work. There's no such thing as LA Union School District Real Estate and Business Development. What the fuck is that? Let's see, I heard that they were marketing parks and selling parks and trying to get people to invest in public property when it's not. There's general comment? Yeah, I have a big problem here in the city. You know, I see there's a lot of sidewalk settlements in closed session. It seems that the ethnics in the city were trying to spend the transportation budget, trying to sell the bridges, trying to spend the sidewalks in the streets, and they found out they can't do that, and they're never going to get the money. And then, oh, here it is. A whole bunch of slip and fall cases on the sidewalk. Wow, what a coincidence. I've never seen so many slip and fall cases on the sidewalk. So you're not going to get the transportation money, you're not going to spend the streets money, you're not going to sell the stairs. So you're going to fall and sue the city for a slip and fall. Gosh, that is so ethnic. I would say something else too. Yeah, that's so sick what you guys are doing there.
Good morning. If you could
Good morning,
please
everybody.
remind us of the name you signed up under and the items you'd like to speak to.
Reese Roberts. First off, I want to start off by saying there's been a lot of questionable energy in here, so I want to say I appreciate everybody on the board for just doing their jobs.
So Speaker, do you want general public comment, or are there other items you'd like to speak to?
It's a general public comment,
Okay,
but
so
I just wanted to start off
you
by
have
giving
1
some
minute.
good
Go ahead.
energy. And to bring that good energy in, I want to start off by saying, I'm 5 hours away mentally. The waves in my brain is crashing. Like water, all my problems surround me. Shit, I feel like Hawaii. So besides me wanting to put that into schools as a national anthem, I want to ask you and the council, what can we do better as citizens of Los Angeles as opposed to someone coming up here and telling you guys what to do? What can we do better? Because this is about discussion. So if we really want to make a change, there has to be an internal decision. So what can we do better as citizens? What are we doing wrong? And this is me opening up the floor to you. This is my general comment. This is my legendary moment. This is the time to make a change. So what are we doing? Because the silence is loud, and I love my guy right here. I want to do my hair like that next. But what can we do?
Thank you. Next speaker, and just so you and everyone else know, we are not permitted to have a back and forth during public comment. This is the time for us to listen. We are not allowed to respond and have a conversation. Thank you. We'll move to the next speaker. Okay, next speaker.
Good morning. So you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment.
Yes.
Please begin with the items.
Thank you. Shall we call him Buckethead? Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead. So let's see here. Number 1. Shi yi de rendo shi hundan hundaman zhangzhai ji dong yi hang yi jing jiang din jiang jing bigang ji chang din chang honey ji jiang.
And Speaker, can you at least identify which item Speaker, can you at least identify which item you're speaking to?
Item number 1, dummy. Can't you tell? It comes from your language, the jungle you came from. You know that dialect. So please continue. Thank you, sir. Shi diong de ren diong shi diong han honda yan da mia jenda gaza ji dong ya migon ji hang ya jiga de shong ya.
You need to speak in an actual language, sir.
And you also need to move on from item number 1.
Wow, give him a hand. Fuck, that's beautiful, man. Woo! Woo, that's going to help with that $1 million lawsuit I got, which we'll do in general. Number 2, let's see here. The absentee cocksucker president, Paul Martin Krikorian, who we call a Xinjiang in our fucking foreign languages. Yes. That piece of shit on West Valerio Street is over in Paris and we're here. So fuck number 2. Fuck number 3. He's not in the country. Fuck number 3. But if you deport him to China, I'll support it. Number 4, fuck number 4. CD8, what a piece of shit that place is. I drove by there yesterday. Oh, go ahead, sir. Yeah, you're gonna let me speak? Shit. Item number 5. Fuck item 5. Item number 6. Fuck you on item number 6. These are Marchese items. He's been bad. Very bad, Kevin. We're going to oppose all his items. Number 7. He's been bad on number 7 as well. Item 8. The felon suspect. Yes. Look at that. Current Price still not in prison. Let's give him a hand. Well done. Yes. And remember, if you get indicted, always hire a white Jewish attorney. Note that, Mr. DeLion. Number 9, Hugo Soto Stalin Martinez vacating Temple and Westlake? Well, I support that. That's a dangerous, evil shithole. I just hope you put the street lights next to that 101 and Alvarado we've been calling about. And then CD11, Tracy Park will support it because she's trying very hard. Now for the general.
Go ahead, you have 1 minute for general.
We have some problems here because I have called up while using a foreign language and you ruled me off topic and cut me off. So as you saw today, you do allow that. That's called an equal protection violation, and that's going to result in a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. So remember, everybody, when you get deprived, file a legal claim first and call Jacoby and Myers. It's about time, isn't it? And finally, everybody today, dial *67 669 254 5252 so they can't censor your number. If everybody calls in with a blocked number, they can't fuck your time over. That's how people get in, because what they do is they misuse your personal information with your unblocked number so you don't get in. You know, like Daniel Gus yesterday. So remember, Bob, you're 2 steps away from your new home in prison. Yay!
Your time has expired. And just to clarify, so we inquired as to whether or not Mr. Spindler, when he appeared to be reading Chinese, what item he was speaking to. Mr. Spindler, you were not warned for being on topic. We were asking which item you were on.
What items are available there, Pumpkinhead?
So this is for everybody on the phones. The items that are open for public comment are items 1 through 17.
Cool. Well, let me get all available items, general public comment, and I'm going to need a translator to speak niggerish, if that's possible, there, sir.
So you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Please begin with the items.
That's mighty white of you, sir. Question. Is there something we could get done about, some of the things going on there? Because, the other day I was down there on Figueroa with this chick, and, down there one of those where, you pay her $5 to let her rape your penis with her mouth. And I was having some issues because apparently she was supposed to be like some throat goat or something, whatever. But I wasn't really believing that.
So, Speaker, I can't tell which item you're on. Can you please identify the item that you're speaking to?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, that Pumpkinhead. I'm sorry, I'm a little thrown off today because there were some comments made by that nigger hating Candido.
So again, I'm going to ask you one last time to please identify the item you're speaking to, or I'm going to move you to general public comment.
Oh, it was all available items and general public comment, sir.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for general public comment. Go ahead.
Well, thank you there, brother. Anyway, as I was saying, the other day I was down there on Figueroa with this, this chick, and she got in my vehicle. She's like, oh, well, why they call you the throat goat assassin? But I told her, don't really want to find out. But then she kept harassing me. So I said, all right, no problem. Take these $5, clear your throat, and brace yourself.
So, Speaker, this isn't something that's within the subject matter jurisdiction of the city.
Mm-hmm.
So I need you to connect this to something that's within the subject matter jurisdiction of the city. It is not an opportunity for you just to give anecdotes and stories. Go ahead.
Well, it's about, Figueroa and the issues down in Figueroa. Is that not something y'all deal with?
Okay,
what
general
about
public comment. General public comment. Okay.
So he's on general. What about Figueroa?
Yes. Well, just, there's a lot of whores down there trying to rape my penis with their mouth. And I think Candido was down there last night putting in a little work there.
All right, so you've been warned and your time has expired.
Hi, this is Ruth. General public comment, please.
Okay, we can hear you. Go ahead. You have 1 minute, and good morning.
Thank you. Hi. I would like to, first of all, say we need a ceasefire in Gaza. We need to stop killing Palestinians I don't want to live in a world without Palestinians. There's a council file, CS 191020. It's going to expire in November, and it's for a lived experience board for homelessness in the city of LA. It's endorsed by LASA's lived experience board and the Downtown LA Neighborhood Council. And I think it's going to expire in November. The city spends so much money on homelessness and doesn't solicit feedback from the people that know what's wrong with it. And so we need this board to be formed so that the city can then ignore it, but at least we would have it for them to ignore. We don't have that at this point. We don't have a voice. And there's a lot of homeless people that are trying to be whistleblowers, that are trying to tell the city what's wrong and where the money is not helping and what needs to be fixed, and no one's listening. There's no public.
So, Speaker, your time has expired. Your time has expired. And Mr. Herman, this is not your home or your living room. Please do not put your feet on the benches. Thank you.
Bob Kwan, I'd like to speak on general public comment. Grove,
Good morning. You have
you
1
need
minute.
to have a
Go ahead.
heart-to-heart with Bob. I'm already going, Grove. He said there's no back and forth, not allowed. What about 5 minutes before that, where he got into a back and forth demanding to know what language someone spoke? What is his authority to do that? And him ruling somebody off topic when he clearly, by his own admission, has no idea what the person's saying. Really just absurd. All the talk in these halls about language justice, and that is the site. In general with Bob, just so splendid listening to your snarky comments in reply to public commenters. Really beneath you, beneath that seat. Why no one supported you for council president. Your colleagues know that you're a knockoff version of Paul Krikorian, who they were trying to step away from. At least Paul can fucking make up his mind. You love fence sitting as you talk yourself into circles. Your colleagues hate it. We all hate it.
Mr. Kwan, your time has
all
expired.
This meeting is adjourned. Go forth, serve the city, do good work.